Good morning. It is getting cold outside, so I am going to do a review that may save your butt if it gets too cold and you have troubles with your vehicle. Now, today I have a special guest. My grandson is with me today. This is my grandson.
And this is my grandfather, the old man with a plan.
And we're going to do a video today on the opening and the use of the Etenwolf little jump here. Now, I will give you a close-up view on it.
A link to purchase this product will be in the description, and a complete description of the product will be there also.
Rip her down.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Get it from Amazon. We are going to see, how does this open? Oh, right here is this tab. This tab right here should pull out. It's a good tight box. There's nothing rattling in it. It's nice and tight. Package is good. So go ahead, keep on opening up. Ooh, take it out. Go ahead. Pretty heavy, isn't it? Is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy. Got some weight to it.
The instructions came with it. And there's other stuff in here too. Here is the actual jumper cables. They are in the bottom of it. And this right here is the charging cable. It comes with a charging cable. I do not see the end with it, but it's a regular USB port, which you plug in. And I think this is a USB-C port, which is a lot of my chargers are that. So we're going to put, and it comes with, it looks like a nice little bag to carry it in. See?
Yeah.
See the bag?
That's a nice bag.
Nice bag, huh? This is where these plug in. Would be on the right side as you're looking at it. And this is where you have a USB in, so you can use this as a charger too, as an extra battery pack for your phones or whatever. It's a USB. Also, this is the charging. I'm going to say the USB-C on this side. So I don't know. How do we turn it on? I'm going to hold, and it came up. It says it's at 97% charged.
That's good.
97%.
Do I gotta read these now?
No, we don't need to. We'll read them later. Okay?
Okay,
Before I actually jump with it, I'll use it. I just wanted to see how much the charge was. And I got it going by this one button here. Looks like a start button here. And I just held it in for a couple seconds. The top one. The bottom one looks like it might be the flashlight.
I think it looks like Pac-Man.
Looks like Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the flashlight.
It looks like a
There's the
face.
flashlight.
Looks like a face.
That's with the bottom. Now, this flashlight button is a lot handier than what I had on my Etenwolf air compressor. Now, I do have an Etenwolf air compressor. I've had it for, I don't know, approximately 6 months now. It works good. I will put a review that I did on it on the, it'd be the upper left corner up in here. So if you want to click on that and talk about the air compressor, we can. Now we're going to compare to this. I have one here because I am at my camp. Unfortunately, I come up in the wintertime and things happen. Now this is actually at 96% now. I'm going to turn it off for a minute. And we're going to go ahead and let's plug this in and leave it in. I want you to check on something for me.
All right.
All right. Now let me get the unit I've been using, which is an old square D unit. And here it is.
Oh yeah, cat.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's a
cat.
I'm not saying this doesn't work. I'm just saying look at the size difference. Which one do you think would be better to carry around?
This one.
This one, definitely. It's heavy, but it's not too bad, right? You could move it if you had to.
I wouldn't carry this.
No, if your dad said, go get me the jump starter, it's in the garage or it's in the car, and you could get it for him, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could say, I can help my dad out with that. This one is heavy. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's going to be hard for me to test how much power this one has because I don't have anything that needs jumped right now. And you really need something to, if something breaks or you need to jump it. Now, I do jump a lot of quads. I have a tractor I use. So I do use this one quite a bit. Now, to be fair, this is also an air compressor. But as you can see, this is a lot handier and a lot easier to use than this. This you couldn't carry in the car. This one you could. Now, this one, like I said, you could pick it up, feel it. How heavy is it? Not too bad, is it?
Maybe like a 1 pound.
Well, yeah, like a 1 pound. I mean, it feels like it has some battery power to it, which is nice. Sometimes you get something that's real light, you don't have battery power. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to see how it all fits in this nice little case, right?
Yeah.
There's this.
It's a nice case.
Nice case. Now, I don't know whether this would fit in your glove box or not. You might need a bigger glove box, but it would fit underneath your seat great, I think.
Yeah.
Glove box, it might be a little big, but then again, sometimes bigger is better than those real small ones that would fit in your glove box. This one would probably have more power behind it. And then see, nice and compact. It would fit in your glove box. I'm saying it would be tight. I don't think I'd put it in my glove box, but I will charge this up to 100% and I'll leave it in the bottom of my seat in my truck. That way I can use it whenever I come up here and whenever I need it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good idea, I
That's
think.
a good idea, you think? And
Yeah.
we will certainly try to, I do need to read the instructions. I'm not going to do it right now because being an old man, I forgot to bring my glasses out.
I have them. I don't need glasses.
And I'm going to put the instructions right in there right now. And we will look at this later. And there. And then I'll read the instructions before I actually use it. But he is my little helper.
Yeah.
You see him with videos up here at camp. Unfortunately, he hasn't been up to camp to help me a lot lately. But he did carry some firewood and stuff for me yesterday. Helped me haul some brush. You will see him again on a later video because probably maybe next week or so, I'll be making a video of taking down some trees and a little bit of cleanup afterwards. But he will be part of that video too. Oh. He enjoys doing the videos with me. That's why he's here. Okay, now today we've already went over the basic jump starter, the turning it on and stuff. Now we're going to actually jump a car. I'm going to teach him about the battery. Now, it's good to teach the young ones. I don't think they need to learn this young, but he's the one that's here to camp with me. Now, if you have youngsters just learning to drive, it certainly would help to have a jump starter with them. You know, kids, they could leave a door open, leave the lights on. There's all kinds of things that can happen that would put them in a bad position without a vehicle. So it's always good to have one of these because you never know when you're going to need it. And especially try to get one before winter, before the snows and the real cold hits. Now we're going to go to the vehicle and we're going to get started on identifying things so anybody can use this jump starter. Okay, now we're going to get started inside the hood. We've opened the hood, got it all ready. Now I'm going to explain some of these items to my grandson here. So if something bad happens, he might be able to explain something. And like I said previously, it's always good to teach your teenagers on what to do if they ever get in a bind. This is a Subaru. So it will work on any vehicle. First thing, you have to make sure this is a 12-volt battery. Now the red almost always identifies the positive. See the positive there? See there's a plus sign? That means positive. That's the positive terminal. The other one is a negative terminal. It's also labeled there. See the negative? See the minus? And over here is also labeled on the battery as plus. That's just the cover for protecting it. As you see, there's a plus right there. You see that?
Yeah.
That means the positive terminal. Now, let me go get the battery jumper here.
Okay.
We take it out of its bag. Hold that, please. And I'm going to take the cables out. Here's the cables. And you see, they're not extremely long, but they're long enough to hit what you need to hit. Now, I'm going to go over here with you so that we both can do it here. Now this opens up real easy here and it plugs in. It will only plug in one way because that's a square and that's a circle. See the square and the circle there? Yeah. So it will only go on that way. I don't know whether you can see it. I can always take a picture of it later if it doesn't show up while I'm editing. So you can see I'm going to try to put it on backwards. It won't go in. It will not go in. So we're going to put it in the right way. There we go. Nice and easy, plugged in, right? Now, always try to connect it. That's just what I do, the negative first and then the positive. And the booster came on. It says 100%. I'm going to see if I can get it to show you. And it says boost, which means it's all ready to go. I didn't have to turn it on or anything. It's all ready to go. Now, if this battery was dead, it would still show boost. There's also a way in the instructions, if the battery was so dead it didn't show you the boost, there is a way to make it boost. So you would just go into the car and try to start it. You know, unfortunately, his battery isn't dead, or fortunately. Now, I don't have a dead battery to actually show you how this would work. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to connect and ready to go. Lay this down here.
Yeah.
And go in and try to start the vehicle, and it should start, even if it's dead. I don't need you to start it, buddy. You see how easy that is? That's easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's okay. In order to turn it off, you hit the button, and you hold it in, and it goes off. But usually when these go bad, it's cold, and it's really cold, and batteries won't work, and that's when you need to do this. These are very handy. Another thing they would be handy for is if you're a UTV, you have quads, you have gators, you have those things. I'm not very good on keeping up on my gator batteries or my quad batteries. You hate to buy them. Sometimes I just need to jump them and then they charge up fine through the alternator. So that is one thing these are very handy for, especially the quad engines is smaller, trying to get that big unit in there and get it close enough where and balance that and try to start it all is kind of hard. I've had issues with that. With this, I don't really have issues with, and it seems to work out fine. So we can take this off. See that USB port? That's so you can charge like your devices. If you were driving along and your device was dead and you could put it in here and this battery would actually charge your tablet. As you see it up in here, I'll try to take a picture. You can see the USB-C, I believe, is the one I use to charge it up. The USB is the one for the output. From reading the instructions, this has to be on to get the output. So in order to get it on, you have to turn it on, and then it will start charging whatever you need to charge. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is this like a screen?
Yeah, that's just like a screen protector. See?
Okay.
Okay. So we don't really need it on, but I'm going to leave it on for right now. I kind of do that until I actually, you know what I mean?
It protects the screen, so.
Yeah. But you can take it off if you want to. That's up to you. Now, when you're done and your vehicle's started, you want to put your caps back on if you can. So we learned how to use this and what use it has and how useful it could be, especially in emergencies. Dead battery is never any fun, whether you're going to work, whether you're coming home from a football game, whether you're trying to get your quad started in the middle of winter so you can plow your road. These are handy. It's small enough, but yet it feels heavy enough. I'll make sure I put the specs in the description. I'll make sure I put a link to this in the description. Tired. But once again, this is the old man with the plan, and I'll see you later.
Peace.